video. So I'm pretty sure the reason you clicked on this video is because you read the title or seen the thumbnail and then you're wondering what the hell is going on. So I'm not sure like how much you guys following my channel or if you subscribed or not. If you're not, subscribe. But basically I disappeared for about 2.5 weeks. I normally upload a video every Wednesday and I haven't not uploaded a video since I started taking my YouTube channel serious. So I think it's probably like more than like 1.5 years when I actually started uploading videos all the time. So anyway, so it's like really hard not to upload anything. But the reason I haven't uploaded is because I got ill. I'm trying not to say the name of this illness is going around the world at the moment because YouTube is very sensitive to certain topics. And it turns out that this is one of them because obviously a lot of people are dying from it and it's a big issue all over the world at the moment. I want to make this video because I think a lot of people are very scared of it. A lot of people have no idea if it's actually a thing. Obviously I've seen and heard and speak to a lot of people who say that they think it's a fake thing and then the world's governments are just making things up and trying to control us and all the conspiracy theories about this and stuff. And before I actually got tested positive, I was the same. I had no idea if it's a thing or not. I still don't know if it's actually a thing or not. I definitely was ill with something, and in this video I'm going to tell you my symptoms, how the testing is being done, how it really feels like, and what is actually going on. Because obviously if you haven't had it, you obviously just think it's just a made-up thing. A lot of people don't know anybody who had it, so I thought this is literally the best thing I can maybe do, is just to tell people my experience, and then it's up to you after that if you believe if it's a thing or not. So obviously we're talking about this new virus just came out. I'm sorry if I'm very like lame with my words and very short and I'm trying to like word around the whole thing, but I'm literally trying not to say the word so I don't get demonetized or blocked or anything. I have a little note, so I basically made note of all my symptoms from day one just because I wanted to tell everybody what's going on. I haven't filmed anything because I've seen some people doing like their symptoms and they film in the day and stuff. I felt really bad, so I didn't really think about filming or trying to do anything because I was literally just surviving sort of thing. I have this little booklet. I'm gonna try to cover the informations and stuff and the name. I show you the end and I'm gonna show you the beginning of the word just so you can see it's actually a thing. I'm going to try to make like a close-up shot about these like little booklets, but it's basically what they, when you get tested, this is what they sent, and obviously the test came with it as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do that later, but first I'm going to tell you the story how the whole situation happened. So basically this was about like 3 weeks ago now, or I'm just getting better, or like I'm fine now, like I can talk, I can do things, I can potentially go back to work and start doing my things, but obviously it's lockdown so our work is limited. But yeah, so I'm like happy to do things now. I can go outside. I'm not sure, like if you're not from the UK, I don't know if there's a thing in other countries, but basically in the UK they made an app that you can download to your phone. You have to put your location in and everything, so they follow along like where you've been and who you've been in contact with, and if someone around you had tested positive with seaweed I'm gonna call it seaweed. With a seaweed, it's basically give you like a notification that you got someone around and you have to like isolate and stuff. So I had someone I was close contact with, I'm not gonna say where and how and what, tested positive on, I think it was a Monday, or when the person discovered that they're not feeling well or whatever. And I wasn't like fine the whole week, as there was nothing wrong with me. One thing you need to know, I've been wearing my mask 24/7 because obviously you have to wear it in shops. I have to wear it at work all day. I even have to teach classes, fitness classes, in my mask. So I was wearing my mask all the time, and it's not because I wasn't careful. I was washing my hands so many times in a day that I don't think I could do anything more than what I was doing to not get in it. And anyway, so a person got tested around me, and obviously like they had to get their test done and everything, so that took a couple of days. You have to wait for their test, so you can't just not, you know, because you can't come back negative. And Friday came, obviously the person got their test back as positive, but because I haven't had any symptoms, I was like fine to do whatever. And then I think it was around like Friday when I actually got a notification through the app saying that I do have to isolate for 8 days, which I took a screenshot of. So I was about to start my isolation anyway, but I was feeling a little bit weird on that Friday. It was like literally after work, so I thought I might be just like really like overworked and everything, because I'm not sure like how everybody is, but we like had to go back to work from August, and from August till now is November, but it was basically at the end of October or like mid-ish October when I started having all these things. So we've been working like crazy because we had to do like the fitness classes, we had to just deal with things that obviously like the life around fitness and everything is just so different now, and then we had to clean all the time, so like our workload got like doubled basically. I was feeling so tired and everything, so I wasn't sure on that Friday if I just felt really tired and I just need the weekend to like recover, or I was actually like getting ill, you know. So it was like an afternoon, and I said I'm just gonna go to sleep earlier tonight, and then I see how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. So I woke up the next day and I felt completely fine. So I was like, okay, that was basically just probably me being tired, and that was it. So then, or if you're on my social media or anything, that me and my partner, we started prepping like 3 months ago. Like it's actually a bit more. We started prepping probably like in the last half of the first lockdown, because we also started putting on weight and we felt horrible. And so every Sunday we go into the shops, buy some food for the whole week, and then we prep straight away after on Sunday. So we did that, and then when we were like prepping the food and you know doing our thing, my partner started saying that he feels really bad, and then his like joints start hurting, and then he feels like he's got temperature. And I was just like, oh no, like I really hope it's not seaweed. And basically, as the day gone, like started to get close to the evening, he was feeling worse and worse and worse. So like the last half of the prep, I said to him, just go to the bed, have a rest, and then I finished the prep. And he was like, no, I want to, like I don't want to do that, I want to help you. It was really nice and trying to do it together. And basically by that night he was like really bad, so he had like high temperature. I don't actually know what our temperature was because we don't have the little thingy to measure our temperature, which I do need to order from Amazon or something because I just don't know. Anyway, so he had high temperature, you could tell, and then he was in bed like straight away. So and obviously because it was Sunday, he's supposed to go to work on Monday. And I think that was like on a Saturday, that's when they said it in the news that it's going to be another lockdown, because obviously cases are getting higher and everything. So we're supposed to still work 3 days because they said it's going to start from Thursday, so obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we're still supposed to go to work. But because he was having like all this like symptoms and stuff, so I said to him like, you can't go to work tomorrow. It's like, no, yeah, I'll be fine, it's just, you know, I was like, no, you can't go to work because you don't know what if you actually have it and then you're gonna give it to people. So he ended up like cancelled his clients and everything, and I was like, I need to tell my work as well, because obviously he has all these symptoms, like I definitely can get it very easily and give it to other people, so I can't do that. And then I work with a lot of students, and and there was a lot like, you know, I can't do that. So I messaged my boss and I told him what's going on, and then obviously straight away it was like, no, yeah, don't come into work because it's quite dangerous, you know, you can give it to people. You need to get tested. So straight away we went to the website for the government, and then you can there in the UK, we're very lucky that you can have a free test if you have symptoms. So we ordered a test, and I couldn't order any for myself because I haven't had a symptom at the time. And so we ordered one for my partner, and it took about 2 days for the test to arrive. And obviously in that 2 days he was really bad. I'm not gonna like explain his side because obviously I didn't feel what he felt, but he was bad, and he was in bed for like, or like feeling really bad, probably about 3-4 days. And by the time the test came, he was kind of like okay, sort of thing. So it was like halfway through it. So anyway, so then the test came, and it was delivered through Amazon. And then obviously we had this book. I'm gonna try to cover the name. So this book on there was like a little pot with some liquid in it to put your test in it. Then it was like a little, like a long something. It looked like a earbuds cotton thing, and it was all sealed and everything. Then you had 2 bags in there, and a sticker, which is like a sealed sticker, and the box, like a cardboard box. So in this book, they explain to you how to do things and whatnot. As I said, I'm trying to do like a close-up shot of this so you can see. And yeah, so you basically had to do it for yourself, or someone else could do it for you. So you can go to the mirrors and do it. So you have to do 2 things. Like first of all, obviously you have to wash your hands like really thoroughly and very well. And they explained that as well, like how to wash your hands. And then you have to swab inside of your mouth. So I'm really bad with these things, but you know that English thing in the back of your throat, like in the song. So you have to like swipe it, a swab next to there on the back for about I think 10 seconds or something like that. And once you've done that, you have to have the same thing put up in your nose, probably like 2 centimeters up, and then you have to obviously move that around. And then once you've done that, you have to make sure that you don't touch obviously all this thingy, and then you put that in the little tube with the water or like with the liquid in. Then you shut it, put it in the bag, seal it. Then it was like another bag to like make sure it's like sealed, because obviously is a virus in there if you have virus. And then you have to put this little box together, put the test in there, and then obviously the address and everything was already printed on there, so you didn't have to do anything. And then you have to seal it with this sticker to make sure that no one's opening, obviously. Before we've done all this, we had to check in our area, because there is a lot of like red boxes, you know, like the Royal Mail normal letter boxes, that which one is like the closest to our house, and when are they coming to pick up the letters. So I think we've done the test around like 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, and then they emptied it at 6 p.m. so we were like very lucky with that. And then I had to go there and put the test in the red box, which I found really annoying, because first of all, I should not leave my house because someone in my house got tested. So how do you expect people to take it there? And also I'm thinking, if someone don't have anyone around them, so say for example, if I'm single and I have no family around, I can't leave my house because I might potentially have it, but I have to take my test to the post box sort of thing. So that's like, yeah, makes no sense really. Anyway, so we chucked it in a box, and then it said in the little information that it's gonna take probably like 24 to 48 hours to get it back. And then they send you an email with the results. So this is our email, which clearly says that tested positive. And before the test result came back, I started feeling bad as well. So this is the time when I'm going to tell you all my symptoms and how it really feels. And it's very hard to tell if it's just the flu or if it's the seaweed. And everything they say is like how it is. So I thought, yeah, people are probably just having a flu and then they make it up and it's not a thing. I do think it's an actual illness. I don't know if you look at the conspiracies and stuff like that, like how people say that the government is making it up, and I just think that they're making it to their profit, you know. I don't know if it's a made up thing or not. That's the part I still don't know, because obviously I'm not part of these people. But I had it and it feels different a little bit than a normal flu. So the first day when I started feeling bad, it was just the normal, like how flu would start, that you start having pain in your joints, and my temperature was really high. And you know, when you have high temperature, your skin feels very sensitive, so everything touch is like sore on, like your arms and your body, and everything is just sore. So that's what I started feeling the first day. The second day, so the first day I was still like obviously having temperature and feeling a bit bad, but the second day I think that was the worst for me. I had high temperature, sore joints, my muscles, my bones were painful. We started to have this headache. It's kind of like a migraine-ish, so like feeling. Like it's a lot of pressure in your head, so like all this area in the front and on the top of your head, like this front bit, is literally killing you. Like you feel like your brain is gonna explode because it's just so much pressure in it. And also around your eyes were like really painful, so I couldn't like watch anything bright. I couldn't, you know, it's just one of those like migraines that it's so painful that you can't do anything. So I started feeling that I had no energy. I could not get out of bed. I was in bed for the whole day. I couldn't stay awake. I had to constantly fall asleep and wake up because of the headache. I couldn't sleep, but I wanted to go to sleep all the time because I was so tired, or I don't know, like just the energy or whatever. And I was just so sensitive to like bright light, and I felt really horrible. So that was like for a whole day. And with the seaweed, they don't, obviously, if you don't feel horrible and then you can't still breathe and stuff like that, you don't go to the hospital, you're just at home, deal with it. So we were at home, all we did is taking paracetamol when we had the really bad headache and we couldn't sleep. That is the only thing we did. And then the third day, I had this really weird feeling in my head. So it was like, obviously the second day I had this like massive like pain in my head and this like pressure. But then from the second day, or from the third day, started like not being that bad. So like it wasn't like a migraine, but then I had this weird like feeling in my head that it was just sensitive for anything. So you know when you like quickly move your head or like your eyes and stuff like that, and then it hurts your head. So that's what we both felt, that like your brain is sore basically. It's a really weird one. Felt like it had like a really weird like effect on my muscles. And do you know when you sleep wrong and then you sleep on your arm, the next day your arms are sensitive and they're painful? So that's kind of what it felt like. So my arms were like really weird. And also I started having a light cough, and when I was coughing, this weird mucus, gross, disgusting yellow stuff came up. Mark had a sharp pain in his chest. I didn't have that. I could still breathe. I was like, my breathing was fine. It was just this weird, like, you could tell that it's something to do with your respiratory, that from my nose all the way through my throat and my chest. And obviously when you have chest problems, sometimes you can feel it in your back. So I had that like weird feeling there. Then about day 4, I started sneezing, and they say that sneezing is not a sign. It's not a symptom, but it is. I was sneezing crazily, my nose started running, and it's just really weird like how this thing just had these like different stages. When one day I was having a cough, the next day I was having a sneeze, and then after I had like, you know, it's like all these different things. And then I had this like weird feeling in my nose around like day 6, where when you go underwater, I'm trying to like just explain the feeling. when you go underwater and then the water goes in your nose accidentally, and then you have this like weird pain in your nose. That's how it felt. It felt really like blocked throughout here. I was keep blowing my nose, but there was nothing really like coming out of my nose. It just felt really blocked and stuff. So like a couple of times I got the kettle, I boiled the water in the kettle and I put my head over it just so I can get some steam and get the crap out of my face. But there was nothing really coming out apart from the yellow stuff coming out from my chest. Then I started having this like really bad pain in my hip joint, and I think it was because of being in bed for a long time, because obviously it was like a couple of 4, 5, 6 whatever days I was trying to be in bed as much as I could so I can recover. And I think because I'm very active normally, obviously I do lots of fitness classes, dancing, all this stuff, and I'm from doing at least something in a day all the time for doing nothing at all, because I couldn't obviously, because I was ill. I think my muscles were like, and my joints and everything were just like freaking out from the lack of movement I was doing. I was just like trying to take painkillers. I tried to do everything I can. So I was like, when I started feeling better, I was stretching. I have this like, I don't know what it is, but I have a massage gun that I use normally when I'm like, I don't know, my back is really tight and stuff like that. So it's using my massage gun to trying to get rid of the pain. Nothing was really working. So I was like, me being a personal trainer, trying to think, what the hell can I do? And I was like, what if I just trying to fucking move? So then I got out of bed on like day 9, 10 or something, and I was just literally like doing like warming up, you know, like moving my legs around and trying to like squat, like body weight squat a little bit, so like I'm moving around and doing something, you know. And literally I done that, and then I felt like that pain from my hips are gone. So it's just me not moving gave me so much pain. And I'm probably around like day 10ish when I started feeling like much better, and yeah, you can do things, you can move around and stuff like that. But so when I got like another notification in the app that my isolation is ended, I can go now outside and everything. So I still haven't felt that good and everything. So I was like, maybe just like wait a little bit more. And I think the worst part of having this whole thing and getting ill is that when you just in normal lockdown, you can leave your house to go to the shops, you can leave your house to maybe have a walk and then call it exercise, and just have fresh air, you know, just go outside a little bit, even if it's just half an hour, you can do that. But when you're in self-isolation because you've been tested positive, you can't leave your house. If you want to get bread, if you want to get anything, you can't go because you got it. And I don't know if Craig and Mandy watching this or not, but Craig was so nice and going to get us some shopping, and he literally helped us out. He got us like 3 kilos of bread and like some random stuff we asked for. But if you haven't done that, we wouldn't have like that. Obviously we have other friends. Okay, my camera just died on me, so I'm gonna have to wrap this video up as quick as I can. So I charged it a little bit, but I think it's not charged fully, and I just want to get this video done. But anyway, so my point was that me and my partner are very thankful for Craig for going to the shops and buying us food. So, and also thank you for all my friends who offered to go and get us stuff. It's one of those things that is just annoying because I do hate asking for things. I do hate asking for favour. I want to go get it done. If I want to have a bloody chocolate or just medicine or whatever, I just want to be able to go and get it for myself. I don't want to constantly ask for help, basically. But anyway, thank you guys so much for like helping us and everything. And yeah, so like we just survived the seaweed and we are here. So basically, if you have any questions or anything that you want me to like go more into details and stuff like that, then if you're on my Facebook, send me a DM, or my Instagram, I'm gonna put my Instagram here, so just send me a DM or like just whatever. Like, I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Yes, is a thing. I got ill. I had the symptoms they told me I'm supposed to have. The only thing I didn't have is my taste, and my smell didn't go, so which is a good thing. Yeah, like I still feel a little bit sensitive to things and stuff like that, but like I'm fine, you know, like one of those things. Like I was just thinking about this, like how can you go back to work sort of thing if you still have a little bit, or if you're still not feeling 100%. I would say probably I feel about 85% healthy. But then I would say if it was just a normal cold, I would go to work probably. Other than that, 2 days when I felt horrible, I would have gone to work. But obviously at the moment you can't go, you can't do things because it's a serious thing what can affect other people more than they can affect you. I think we were very lucky because all we had is be in bed for like a couple of days and then we're fine now. I do believe when deaths, they probably put down as this is the reason that it happened. I do believe that it can cause serious medical problems for certain people because the amount of pressure we had in our head was just ridiculous. If you have a problem with blood pressure anyway, or like an older person, I can't believe that. I do believe that they can have like problems. Also, like when I went out the first time, I went to the shops because obviously then I had to buy myself a donut and just have some grapes for lunch and stuff like that, just literally treat ourselves. We survived it. But I went out and obviously I was wearing a mask and everything because now I want to make sure even more that I'm protecting other people. Even though I'm fine now, so I can actually go out. But still, when you're trying to breathe in really, really deep, it's this like weird feeling in my chest sort of thing. So this is literally my story about this situation that happened to us. As I said, you're very free to message me. I'm very happy to answer any questions you may have. Please guys, make sure that you stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, sing happy birthday, and try not to get it. If you do, I don't think it's that bad as they say it. It's horrible, but you can't do it, you know? Yeah, so I'm sure you guys will be fine. I hope everybody's doing well, and from next week I'm back weekly with a new video, and I'm gonna start going towards the fun side again because I don't want to do serious videos on my channel. Yeah, I'll be back next week with another video. I hope you liked it.